All right, what's up, everybody? We got back again with more commentary from the Winter Championship 2020. I got with me again, Austin.
Whoa.
So we don't have to do commentary by yourself. Today we've got Kyle Lopez versus Marcelo Lopez in top four.
Lopez.
All right, we got the battle of the Lopezes. Kyle is on Chaos Turbo, and I'm pretty sure Marcelo also on Chaos Turbo, which has been really all the top eight's been, except for Luke and his monkey beatdown.
Yeah, monkey beatdown. I love it, but yeah, no, Chaos just pretty much widely accepted.
It's
Probably
been
the best deck.
Yeah, it's been a long time since I've seen an Air Knight. That motherfucker just too old, man. He's out there yelling at spies to get off his lawn. It's not gonna work. All right, let's get into it here. So, there we go.
It's been a while since I've seen a good old Spirit Reaper too.
Right?
I'd love to see him come back.
Every now and then we see like 1,000 eyes, but he's really just like bait for a chaos.
Yeah.
Like, how the mighty have fallen, man. That used to be the goat.
You see here, opening pretty
That's
solid.
pretty solid hand, yeah.
Not bad. Doesn't I was gonna say it doesn't have any like the Trinity, but I mean about as good as you could get without opening that.
Nothing broken, no power cards, but no dead cards either.
Mm-hmm.
So I like this hand a lot. Like, you don't have the chaos monsters early on. You want to draw on those later, and the dust shoot here, like, you're taking away the breaker. It's just a solid hand all around.
Yeah.
I fucks with it. So who's going first here, actually? All right, looks like he's going second, and we're going to be commentating from the view of Kyle Lopez.
Okay.
All right, let's see what happens. Starts with the
Thunder Dragon.
Thunder Dragon. Best, I think that's the key to like why Chaos is so successful.
Yeah.
This Thunder Dragon does so fucking much for you. It blocks you against duo.
It's discard for Charity. It's discard for Wing Blast, Raigeki Break. There's just
It does, and in fact, it's just the quickest light. Like, it covers everything. So that's probably why we're not seeing much any like. I guess Chaos Warrior does it, but it kind of takes advantage of the fact that Thunder Dragon is just a blank until it's not.
Yeah.
Chaos Warrior puts you in a spot where you don't get to where it's not.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see how this works out. Hopefully, it doesn't draw two Thunder Dragons. I think I've seen Marcelo do that a couple times now. There we go.
Yeah. I do like. It's also I've seen it come up a few times, just tributing out for the Thunder Dragon and metamorphing into something else like a Balter or something. Like,
Right, it's a 5-star. Like, that's the best one.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you get Balter, you get the
Fiend Skull.
Fiend Skull's nice, yeah. And you get that Reaper on the Nightmare.
Yeah.
Comes up rarely, but when he's good, he's like real good.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let's see if he has the Charity, the Card D, just a set.
Just good old fashioned T set.
There we go. And
Draws the cross out.
this is like the standard comeback play to the T set, the breaker break cross out. Let's see how that works. Hopefully Dusty doesn't come down.
Okay.
Go, breaker's good. Breaker breaks the book. Brigeki break. You never really want to do that, like see that there, but you have the Sinister completely fine. This is one of those spots where I like Brigeki break a lot more than I like Wind Blast, because breaker's just never a card that you want to see. Like, motherfucker's too good.
Yeah,
I don't want to put him back on top.
And then, as we see here, it's gonna be two Thunder Dragons and then
Two Thunder Dragons and Sinister.
Yeah.
So his hand's kind of like not clogged, but like not doing much, but huge potential to go off. You see a Charity, a Card D is going to be ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like, he doesn't have any hand disruption, but like a duo would literally do nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So cross it out. Yep.
Yeah.
So
it's the Dekoichi. Okay.
it's a good hit.
Let's see.
So does he only play the one Dekoichi, or does he have another one in hand?
I think he'd have to have another one in hand. I don't think I've seen somebody run just one.
Yeah.
I must be mistaken then, because it looks like he's running one.
I think Kyle specifically did only run one.
Okay.
I guess like you could just diversify your dark flippers.
Okay.
So if cross out doesn't get rid of all your darks. I mean, I'm the kind of like, if I'm gonna fuck with something, I'm gonna commit.
Yeah.
If I'm fucking with Choo Choo, give me 3 of those motherfuckers.
Yeah. I'm the same way, but
I'd be surprised if both players only were fucking with one.
Yeah.
I think we kind of can. I'd be willing to bet his hand is 2 Thunder Dragons, a Dekoichi, and probably it could be really anything. You can't really decide yet.
I don't think it's definitely not a power spell.
Right.
I would have played those, but
I think you can probably eliminate like. No, Dust Shoot is one that he doesn't have.
yeah.
So he's gonna set the Torrential and pass back.
Okay.
I agree. Torrential's fine.
Yeah.
This card actually I don't run in my Chaos, and like a lot of people don't run at all anymore. It's a blowout when it works, but it's just an odd spot for the aggressive decks.
Yeah.
And with tomatoes and stuff, it's kind of weird.
Mm-hmm.
But card's amazing. I do miss it when I don't play it.
I do too. I definitely come in situations though where it feels bad because I know I have to torrential, but I got some monsters on board, and it's like, man, I don't really want to torrential these, but I play the card, so I got to.
Right. Or like I'm in spots where like I'm kind of hoping they don't run torrential. I'm like, well, most people don't, so that justifies overextending, and then I get wiped the fuck out.
Yeah.
So torrential's probably one of the better cards. Is it better than Mirror Force? At times, yeah. But I think Mirror Force is a little more like reactive. You can be more specific when you want to use Mirror Force.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Standby. Breaker, yeah. So both players kind of had the out to breaker right here. The Regeki break with the Sinister's fine. The torrential to the breaker is perfect.
I was gonna say, I'm just have to use the torrential. It sucks, seeing the breaker. And...
Right, because you got rid of a dark here. You were feeling kind of good about that.
Yeah.
He had his hand on 2 whites and a water. Now the dark's in the grave. He's got chaos.
Yeah.
Sets him.
Sets a back row.
So he does play 1 Dekoichi. Oh no, he summoned breaker.
Yeah.
So it still could be Dekoichi in hand.
Yeah, I mean, there's 2 Thunder Dragons and a Sinister in hand, so...
So that last back row, no. We shouldn't know, take it all back.
Yeah.
So he picks up a second Book of Moon. Book of Moon's such a weird card because it's so bad when you're behind.
Yeah.
But like if you're ahead or in a neutral game, it's just amazing.
Mm-hmm.
It does the most, pretty much the most versatile card in GOAT, I think.
It's definitely one of those, it takes a well-trained player to be able to use it properly.
Yeah. It's definitely one of the harder cards to use well. Like, you don't just use it to block attacks. And it's always the card that you're hoping they don't have or that you need to bait.
Mm.
So let's see what he does. What would you do here? Are you pushing with the tomato or are you fearing the Chaos Monster?
I think just because you have the tomato with the book to back up
if he does good. Yeah.
I think that's just the move.
But here's the thing. If you tomato and swing, he's cool with it. And then you set book, go. He drops a Chaos Monster, attempts to banish tomato, you book it. That problem's not going away. Like, you still have to deal with the fucking Chaos Sorcerer.
Yeah, but I feel like the potential there, because right now you still don't have an out to Chaos. Like, you're just...
Yeah, but setting a Mimic, if he hits the Mimic, you at least draw. Or if he hits the tomato, you can use a Surge and then get Chaos Sorcered. So I think you're kind of just giving him the monster right now.
Yeah.
So
there is only one real card in hand, though.
True.
But, I mean, obviously draw any of the Chaos, Graceful, Card D, the game definitely flips.
So by saying that, I think you do need to get in that ass now.
Yeah.
So I'm all about tomato swing, set book. So is Kyle. 14. Sets book. Pass.
MST. Yeah, now it's... Obviously, we
Yeah,
weren't
you
supposed to
can't-
know, but yeah, it's definitely sucks. Now it's...
If he has the chaos. Like, he might not even have it.
Mm.
I think it's 2. The Sinister will infinitely wall the tomato, too. So he does have a little bit of time, but I think you had to be aggressive here.
Yeah.
Let's see. If he sets a card, I'm really thinking it's probably Sinister. Snatch. Okay. Sack for Thunder Dragon is what I'm expecting.
Yeah.
Yep. Bam. And there's that 25 body you were talking about. So imagine if you had meta here into Reaper.
Yeah.
Gives you another dark.
And then just gets you the light from the thunder, yeah. And there's just so much goes on ripping cards out. Yeah,
So we know 2 of his cards in hand are Thunder Dragon, Sinister. I think we can pretty much say he doesn't have the Chaos.
Yeah.
Because he would have Chaosed him in. Yeah.
Okay,
he dropped the light, yeah.
Okay.
I think also his hand at this point probably is a monster.
Yeah.
Well, it could be a knock as well. I don't think he's given him a spot to knock yet.
No. Yeah, so it's definitely one of those. It's...
Yeah, not a Chaos. Well, he didn't set a monster. It could be a lot of things. Heavy.
Yeah.
He's always want to try to eliminate, like, what it couldn't be and just put them on a range. Never a specific card, just like a range of what it could be. And then going by that, you kind of decrease the range to what you actually think it is. Yeah. So here I think it's pretty simple. You set the Mimic. You probably set the book as well. I don't really know what the book's going to do right away, but there's also could be the threat of, like, meta to Balter. You don't want to deal with that shit.
Yeah,
He could hit you with a level 2. Like, book's just it's book. It's good here. You know.
It sucks having to set it, but yeah, it's like it's pretty much necessary at this point.
Right, because you really need to draw.
Yeah.
And Balter would be game. His breaker's gone, which would punish the book. So I think you're good.
The MSD is also gone.
Doesn't set mimic.
He must fear the knock, but I don't know. If
I feel like knock's not going away.
I don't feel like you.
Like that mimic is gonna get knocked at some point.
Mm-hmm.
Might as well be now.
Yeah.
Because now you're just getting hit.
Yeah.
Like you could cycle to draw a better card. The haiku comes down.
Yeah.
Now you have to waste the book.
Since the.
I guess the Mirror Force was,
Mm-hmm.
but like, he's already used Torrential, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Book the Kaiku.
Do you have? You have 2 dark. Well, you lose 2 darks here. You keep the light. But what's your plan to deal with it?
Yeah, no, I don't.
Like you would have set the mimic, you wouldn't be in this spot. If you had cross out, then you can draw like a tomato or something you want to get through. Like at least you force the cross out now, because it's not really a card with cards like this that you're going to be able to get it off. Like the cross out's going to get a face down. That's just what's going to happen. Let's see.
I'm gonna be really upset if it comes back to him and then he just sets the mimic.
Right? Yeah, but honestly, there's a good chance that's what he has to do.
Yeah, but it was like he should have just already.
I think Kyle was telling me he plays 3 Azura. He really fucks with Azura. I'm so neutral. I think that card's so good, but like right now with spies everywhere and haikus, it just doesn't do as much. But Azura would clean this board the fuck up.
Yeah, it would.
Let's see. You still just set mimic, man.
Yeah. Unless he snatches the Thunder Dragon just to out the Kaiku, which I don't see that being.
Yeah, I'd rather just snatch the Kaiku and track back at him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I guess you do. I see his logic here. You prioritize dealing with the Kaiku because whoever's going to see the first Chaos Monster is probably going to win.
Yeah.
Unless he sees a Chaos and then he sees a Chaos, but still you're just dropping it. You want to make that live. And then you can set the mimic behind a monster. Breaker's gone.
Now, does he sack his Thunder Dragon for his Thunder Dragon?
No.
Just to play around the potential? No.
The potential is just snatch.
Yeah,
Like,
no.
Space is gone, Breaker's gone.
No.
You're good.
Yeah, no, I definitely think you just set Mimic here.
Yeah, I think set mimic has been the play for a minute. There we go.
Okay.
We don't know if he has cross out. We do know 2 cards in his hand.
Mm-hmm.
He just drew the last one. Definitely has light dark.
Hasn't shuffled his hand, so let's see if
I don't think.
that would.
Okay.
Yeah, there's shuffle.
I have a bad habit of not doing that. It's hard to remember to do that with meta was a fire draw. So
He draws the meta. I like this. Sadly, I can tell what the face down
Yeah,
is from the
that's-
defense, but yeah.
and are you going to do the Thousand Eyes play? You could flip mimic, draw a card, and then reassess. I mean, you're flipping mimic no matter what, so reassess then. But you could also Thousand Eyes, sack it for Thunder Dragon, and get in there for that Swift 32.
Mm-hmm.
But again, you're giving up your meta, which is your chaos out. So,
That's true.
but we'll see what he draws off mimic first.
That's-
Literally does nothing.
Yeah,
I was
gonna say it's solid, and then I remembered 2 of the 3 cards in his hand.
So every time I see someone hold duo for spots like this, it's like usually it costs them. You should throw down the duo. You have a 33% chance of getting rid of a good card. If you think the face down is something, you can hit it. Let them get another draw, and you have a 25% chance. I don't know.
I do think, yeah.
There's never a good spot to duo here.
I definitely think attacking first and then duoing after, but you should definitely duo this turn.
Yeah, I think so too. Because that Sinister's not going away. So like the knock wouldn't. So what are we doing here? Do you think he should go for the Balter? I mean, aside from the fact we know it's spy and that's not going to be cool.
Yeah.
Do we go for it? Do we meta? Because this could be a Sangan here.
Yeah. What's his brave? I was just trying to see if it'd be worth it to set faith.
Set faith. Oh, for him? Yeah, I would set faith if I had it. Especially, I don't think he has much else. It also could just be the Sinister.
Yeah.
So that's what I think is going to discourage him from doing the meta Thousand Eyes, which would be the play that would help him the most. But also, if you do the meta play into Thousand Eyes and you take the Sinister, then that means your duo is actually not shit.
Yeah. So I think that's the play, just to see what the face down was, and if it is the Sinister, then
your duo gets more value.
Mm.
So I like that.
Yeah.
We'll see what Kyle's gonna do.
Meta? Okay.
Okay, I get this too. The Balter, and
then I don't.
I this is probably what I would have done. Because if it's Sinister, you're in a great spot. You get Sinister ain't never coming back. You can pop off the duo. You're at least getting one good card. You stop a charity or a card destruction. It's not. I guess I'd even work with Balter. So.
But I just think because Balter is only normal spells, so if that is a Faith.
Faith would be negated by Balter.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Sorry. I forgot about that.
But I think you really have to be mindful of Spy.
Yeah.
So I agree with this. I think this is the right play. It's unfortunate it's Spy, but we'll see how it plays out. Hella oof. And how are you doing? I don't think so. He has a Sinister and Thunder Dragon. I think the duo is after the Sinister is guaranteed.
Yeah, I still think you have to.
I'm cool doing into a Thunder Dragon, because that's a card that's not going to be there anymore. But into a Sinister as well, I'm not so sure.
But it's just going to be a dead card in his hand that he's just going to be holding on. And
well, you can catch him in another later spot, because literally it wouldn't do anything right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's duo.
So he draws here. We know he has Thunder Dragon, Sinister. These blockers are going to stay there for a minute. It looks like. I don't think he runs the upgraded Mimic. My boy.
Yeah.
But
level 3.
This one's still really good. He has the 1,000 defense against a Sengen. And if you mind control, and you have to have the boy to do that. Mind control, they draw and they give you back, and you level them up, and you're like, I'm drawing too.
Yeah.
But I think the fear of that might get him to swing on it. I don't know. It depends on his hand, because you might just need to be real defensive right now because you don't have nothing. But damn, if he sees a chaos.
Yeah, just any chaos. It's
sets, okay. And passes.
Okay.
That's a good card.
Yeah, that is, people have said that is a good card. Oh, he does.
He does fucks with it, alright.
Okay.
Respect it. Into the pot. And that's why it's so good. It's 2 darks in the grave.
Yeah. You're clearing out another card, so you're not drawing the level 3 with the pot, so
it's just whoever gets the best cards first, and you just want less cards in deck. So he's got 2 Thunder Dragons. The main thing about this deck I've always said is it's so explosive, is really why I like Wind Blast so much, is you need to stop them from drawing this shit.
Yeah.
Because they Trinity harder. If Warrior Graceful Charities, you're like, yeah, whatever. They get their specific warrior.
Yeah.
So their charity was a Rhoda. I'm cool with that. When this deck fucking charities, I'm not cool with it.
Yeah, no.
I remember it,
You don't want the
space. Sangan. Alright, still no out to the
just blind MSTs.
Snatcher's gone.
I'm
not a fan of this, because what are you trying to play through right now?
What are you afraid of? What's...
You're not swinging, so no battle trap. Yeah, I think it's you save the space here, but even if you force a Regeki break, that's not good.
Yeah, you just wasted an MST. Yeah,
Yeah, this in heavy, I think people are maybe a little bit too aggressive with you don't need to use it, don't use it, because you're not gonna do anything. Unless I'm hella missing something, he's not doing anything this turn. He's probably just setting the Sengen. Yeah. I guess, and you can't even bank on the fact that's a bluff fucking cross out, because Balter don't care.
Yeah, or a bluff torrential, because I don't think. No, I think it was.
Kyle's used torrential already.
So maybe he is afraid of torrential. It's a
set duo.
Okay.
See, I feel he should have duo. Well, no, because Balter. I keep forgetting about this purple motherfucker. All right.
Maybe he had it for a little bit.
Just
normal summons the Sengen.
Yeah. And you have the Balter though, and you've already checked for cross out because of your Mimic. You're really. I feel like Kyle's really playing around a cross out that either didn't matter if it was there or not, or now it doesn't matter at all.
I definitely think he should have just set this thing in, but
yeah, because how does this go bad? Okay,
I was gonna say
Chaos makes it go real bad.
BLS in particular, that's a.
Well, I guess if he was going to drop a Chaos, there's all 3 good targets, but you don't have to be afraid of knock. You have Balter.
Yeah.
And here, like a sword or BLS could come down and just fuck your shit up.
Yeah.
I think he's going to sack for the Thunder Dragon at some point and try to get something to start to deal with these spies. Like a Night Assailant or like, I really hope not DD War Lady, but like, you need something because the longer this game goes, the worse it's going to be.
Oh, what a good draw. What a good draw. Is that game?
Is that?
It's 26,
No,
46,
not quite.
56, 2,000 left.
It's still really good though.
Yeah, no, it's...
Bam, bam. And see, again, if he would have duoed here, I'm not sure if he had to do earlier in saving because of Thunder Dragon, but you just take out options that they could discard. It's better than literally just setting the duo and it's not going to do much.
Yeah. Do you duo here now? Just to try and rip out at least one card?
I think so.
Yeah.
Because he's already got the Light Dark. That's not going to change anything. You're going to get Sinister. Yeah, I think you do. Yeah, he agrees. That tribe was like...
Yeah. The out that he did.
I remember as I said sack for Thunder Dragon, I was like, it sucks that tribe's fucking 16. If he was a little bit less, he'd be amazing. Oof.
It's a Sinister. That's...
And then the Night Assailant. Okay, so he had Night Assailant,
Thunder,
yeah.
Serpent.
So there was no good duo.
No.
Let's get some back. Anything? A spy. Fuck. Well, tribe's still there.
Yeah.
That worked out pretty well. Again, Marcelo draws a Chaos. He's in it, but if he doesn't, I think he's dead. I think if you have any spell and trap, you have to bluff the Mirror Force, right?
Yeah.
I think if you're Kyle, you don't respect that.
Yeah, no, you're going in. Oh. Oh, man.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah. What? The top decks.
Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
I wonder what Balter was not, like, shutting off. I wonder if he was shutting off, like, a Graceful or something.
Yeah. He had to have been just stopping some... Unless he was just drawing all monsters. It was Sinister, Thunder, fucking...
Night Assailant.
Yeah, Spy, like...
The getting back to Spy with Assailant, I'm feeling pretty good about if I was him. But
Yeah.
then the tribe made that not so great.
And then the knock just...
Yeah, the knock was the icing on the cake, yeah. Because every turn you draw and don't die is a turn to draw, like, any Chaos.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, this great hand here.
Yeah, excellent hand.
We've got the knock, the Thunder Dragon, the Regeki Break with the Thunder Dragon, of course, everybody's favorite Pot of Greed.
Yeah.
You just really don't want to get Dust Shoot on your Thunder Dragon here.
No.
If he sets 2, you're getting shooted.
At least that's the one.
Okay.
The
I think
Suki, that's a solid
Suki,
draw.
it's a dark.
Yeah, I was going to say it's a solid draw, and it means you're not drawing the second Thunder Dragon per turn. That feels really good.
That's actually probably the best part about it being Suki. So let's see. Do you respect the face downs when they don't have a power card? I don't.
I don't think it's... I'm the only person dumb enough, I think, that sets faith with no power card.
Like Faith in a book or something like
Yeah.
that? I mean, that's kind of cool to, like, holding duo, Faith book, duo, flip
Yeah.
Faith duo. That's rough.
Yeah.
But overall, I think, like, if they have Pot of Greed in the grave and they set a monster, you have to out it.
No, yeah, 100%.
But, like, can you hold the knock here?
I think you can.
Like, there are a lot of times that I've been playing where I won't swing on the face down
Mm-hmm.
because I don't want to take the 600 from Spy and give them both in defense when I could just, like, summon Tomato and be like, it's all good. And one thing I've noticed recently is, like, against Warrior, just stop setting Tomato. Just summon it. What the fuck are they going to do about it? Like, if you set it, there's, like, 15 outs.
Yeah.
If you summon it, they might be able to DD rotate it.
Yeah.
So...
And then, you're DD warring lady a tomato, and that doesn't
You're not
feel
stoked
good.
about that. Yeah, you're still down in that scenario.
It does not feel good.
Like, I'll hit a Sangan with a D road. I'm like, you know what? I really don't want to fucking banish because I'm down on a summon now.
Yeah.
So...
Summoned out of your...
Yeah, like,
your
I said
one
that...
of few lights on the warrior deck, like,
And now they're going to back and set back to me. I obviously didn't have a good out to the set in the first place, so I'm swinging with the royalty. So, Anyway, Thunder Dragon gets 2 more Thunder Dragons.
Yeah.
This is the best card in Go, right?
Oh yeah. This has just been ridiculous.
Like, just looking back, I'm like, how do we not realize that, oh yeah, the instant double light is probably great. I think there was like a change too, where you could discard and fail to search, which you couldn't do back in the day, or maybe just people didn't know about it, but like that's a huge deal. Like, you can't do that now. And I can tell you how many times I'm like, oh cool, just Thunder Dragon for no reason.
Yeah.
If you had to fairly discard them, still unfair.
No, yeah, it's still good, but it's like the fact that you could just fail to search, like.
Oh, you know, like, it's cool.
Oh, I have 2 in hand and 1 in grave. I'm gonna try and search my deck anyways, even though I'm only allowed to run 3. And all 3 are accounted for.
Up to 2.
Yeah.
I mean, up to 2 could mean 0. Right?
Yeah.
Let's see. Pot. Solemn. Okay. I like this. I'm no, you.
4,000 though for a.
Yeah.
I think right now then.
Now you knock.
Yeah, I was gonna say yeah. Now you kind of knock.
I mean, you knock anyway because your hand doesn't really do too much.
Yeah.
And you can't really Regeki break the face down and risk it being like a Sangan. I think the Solemn here is hella right because he has 2 dead cards in hand. And like I said, you always want to kill them before they're dead. Their Thunder Dragons become real cards.
Yeah, no, but it's just it.
A lot of fucking life.
Yeah, paying 4,000, like, ow.
And then if your spy lives, that's great because you've got a defensive wall up. But unfortunately, he's getting knocked.
Yeah.
But thank God for him, he doesn't have any like power follow up.
Yeah.
So we're just setting the break and
yeah.
passing, right?
Oh, he has all 3 spies.
He plays 3 spies.
That's tough.
Yeah, I like 3 spy because honestly, like, I don't need the other spy. I just need the big fat ass. 1 spy is probably going to do enough if it survives. So, and if you book a spy after get the 3rd one, that's just frustrating.
Yeah.
Over the guard though.
Yeah, I like 2 spy and a guard if you plan on running 3 gravekeepers.
I do, but like guard does get smacked by like Blade Knight where spy doesn't, and then like if you open a spy and you have 2 more in deck, that's cool. You open a guard, he doesn't get a spy. So I like the 3.
Yeah.
Such Geki break, yeah. Because you can't set the Tsuki and get it knocked.
Yeah, no. Plus the Suki's just an out to a few other things like
Kaiku.
Kaiku
Yep.
with the tribe. I don't know why you'd normal summon tribe and swing, but you know.
There we go.
Same.
So if he sets a back row, knowing Marcelo doesn't have Thunder Dragons, take it all back. Are we fucking Regeki breaking that?
I think I am.
What are we afraid? Like, I really don't want it to be Dust Shoot, but he would have had to draw on Dust Shoot for a turn. I've gotten burned by this play so many times where they did draw the fucking Dust Shoot for turn.
Yeah. And it's also you don't really have a whole lot of else going right now.
Right, but are you afraid of a back row?
Not like
The only thing
afraid.
I give a fuck about is Dust Shoot.
Yeah. Like I'm not super afraid, but it's just I don't like it being there.
Fair enough, yeah. I think he's gonna wait. I think you wait here.
Yeah.
If it's Dust Shoot,
I'm fine either way. I think it's either play is. I don't think there's like a right or a wrong play.
right, like thinking so yeah, he's probably going through the exact same like debate that we are. Like, I really don't want to lose my sorcerer, but do I really care about the 1 back row that you didn't set with the Solemn?
Yeah.
Okay.
So he does.
And I was like, if he's gonna do it, you think he's gonna be ballsy enough to go for the Suki to banish? Do you like this?
I mean, it's an out to Sangan to stop the surge. I mean, limiting him on cards, but you
It
yourself
doesn't give him any darks. I like this.
Yeah, and then
Just hope no snatch.
yeah, you're like
That's 1 card.
Yeah, your opponent now knows that the only 2 cards in your hand are going to be Thunder Dragons.
Yeah.
And then your draw for turn. Once
Yeah.
you draw Graceful, and then life is real good.
What is that? Is it Dust Shoot? He changed the book. Good.
Okay.
I like that.
Yeah.
That was really good foresight. I'm like, all right, you know what? My Sing is not going away. I need this motherfucker. Does that change your play as Kyle though? Like knowing that he needs this dark, do you prioritize, or the Sangan really? Do you just not? Yeah, because you're not going to banish and attack the Sangan. That just seems stupid.
Yeah, no, you don't go through all this to make sure that you could banish that Sangan just to swing
Not
into
banish
it.
the Sangan.
Yeah, just to swing into it.
Let's see. What's a good... If he draws, like, Sinister, you could swing with the Sinister and then Sorcerer.
Yeah.
Or Knock. Knock would be fire off the top.
Yeah.
And he's at 4,000, so if you draw Knock, are you just slamming Sorcerer?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. You're committed at this point. You discard the Suki, you're not playing advantage, you're playing Get in there. Book a Moon, Book a Moon. Okay. That actually worked out, because those 2 books in a losing spot is not really that good.
Yeah.
But you got pretty good value out of him, because you know you're saying he's getting got. So you know his hand at this point. And all you're doing is just praying, please no BLS.
Yeah, you're just...
Every time.
It better not be a BLS, and just please be a sorcerer.
Every time they go white dark, I'm like, alright, but just not the big fucker.
Because if it was BLS, all you'd have to do is draw 1,000 attack monster, and it would be game.
Yeah, or either way, your idiot's dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Meta. Okay. What are we working with in the extra deck here? What?
We got Balter. I don't like it.
Balter. What's the Chaos Sorcerer meta? Because he's 6.
Oh,
right?
yeah. He can go into Senshi. It doesn't do anything right now, but can't be snatched, so that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
But I think if he did have the snatch, he wouldn't have cared about the Sengen.
No.
Because I'm keeping my Book of Moon. You banish my Sengen. I know all you have is 2 Thunder Dragons. That's my sorcerer now. So he doesn't have snatch. So that kind of opens you up for a little bit more plays, right?
Yeah.
You can go light dark. There's no good 6 right now.
I was gonna say there's like Dark Blade, but he doesn't
help.
have a grave.
Yeah. I mean, he could Balter.
He could, yeah.
Like, the 2 outs to Balter are gone.
I'm not opposed to the Balter.
It's ballsy, but I like it.
It stops him from also just drawing the power spells and just ripping them off the top.
Yeah. He set Solemn by itself, so you kind of assume he doesn't have that many. Well, I guess he had 2 Book of Moon. You have to assume those monsters, right?
Yeah, I don't think... And there's not much that really just attacks over Balter in Chaos unless it's... And he doesn't have the light.
Yeah, if once it's a Chaos monster, it's not attacking over him. We can already kind of confirm he doesn't have Snatch. With this game, been a lot different if Marcelo just didn't get greedy for that 1,000.
Yeah.
But like, you're not going to not swing Zangan, but like, also, this is the one deck that is going to really punish you for it.
Yeah.
So let's see. I think you Balter, man. I think he's going to Balter, actually.
He viewed extra deck, so he's on to something.
He's like, Balter had me game 1.
Yeah.
That's my boy. You're going to live or die by him, you know?
Yeah.
And like, honestly, who's in a better spot here? Like, you have 2 Thunder Dragons in a meta. Those are all dead cards if the Sorcerer gets got. So if your monster dies, these are dead.
Yeah, no, 100%.
So like, and Balter is better than a Sorcerer in this spot. I think you just commit to it. It's a big commit.
Yeah, but you are leaving him.
But he's definitely doing it. He drops Sorcerer.
Yeah.
Like, you don't drop Sorcerer here and not do it.
Yeah. Doesn't have the light for the Chaos, and he already used 2 books and a Judgment, so.
And he's a 4,000. You got him on a pretty quick clock. Yeah, I can co-sign the Balter. It just feels like you did a lot to get this Balter out. It better work.
Yeah, 100%. You gotta live and die by this Balter player here.
Alright. Just Snatch comes down the top. Yep. And Spies are gone too. All 3 of the fucking Spies.
So you know you could just swing over that.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything you're scared of.
Unless he's running
like
vanilla,
barrel.
like I was gonna say Mystic Elves. Like,
that would be really good here.
Yeah.
Draws the... See, this is like... The Scapegoat meta would have been kind of cool.
Yeah.
But you couldn't have played it, really. Because you're not going to just summon Sengen, swing on a... Or summon Sorcerer, swing on a Sengen.
No, you're not letting that there.
Alright, I like it. But that is the light.
Yeah.
So that's a little scary.
Yeah, you are in a little... Ooh.
But I don't think Marcelo's really good at drawing Chaos Monsters.
No, he doesn't have...
Ooh.
Oh, man.
So...
I'm thinking I'm going for game.
Yeah?
I'm 100% going for game. He doesn't have a back row. There's... What's really going to stop me?
Night Assailant?
I was going to say Night Assailant or...
But what's his comeback to it?
Yeah.
Because if he had a Chaos Monster, he would have used it. Yeah, I was thinking, like, if I hit with the Balter, or if I ban it. No, you go for a game. You're right. Yeah. I'm just way too passive, man.
Yeah, he just goes for game.
He's like, yeah, what the fuck are you going to do about it? You couldn't do nothing about this idiot. Now he's got Big Daddy here. No. Yeah, it's over.
I like this.
Oh, he banishes.
I
What's
don't
the
like
fear
this.
here?
I was going to say, I like the swing if it's a Night Assailant.
You still have to deal with the other asshole.
Yeah, and you're still swinging for 2,000.
Yeah.
Or
he's getting rid of the soldier. I'm not happy as a Night Assailant player.
No. So I think you should have just pushed for game here.
Yeah, I mean, Night Assailant does make sense here because I guess he'd set the Faith to get the light. That reasonably could be a Night Assailant. I give him that. But, again, like, worst case scenario, you're probably Gucci.
You already committed. There's no back row. Like,
yeah, if you're just going to swing with this, if you're just going to summon Soldier Banish, I don't even think you drop the Soldier.
No.
You just... I'm either going for game or I'm saving the Soldier for when you draw your Chaos, and I'm like, my Chaos is bigger.
The crackback, yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
Decoichi, yeah.
I still think he's in a great spot. Like,
no, it's...
But if Snatch comes down, and again, Snatch would not have beat the Soldier if you had it in hand.
Yeah.
Or if it just killed you, that also beats Snatch. So I think he definitely should have just gone for game.
Yeah. Or just held on, yeah.
I think the right play is just go for game.
Yeah.
Let's see.
So it's the T set. I don't believe that back row.
Yeah, you can't.
No, 100%. I don't believe it.
Like, I do... You could give some respect to it, because, like, it's probably the card he drew. Because if Balter's beating my ass on my Faith, I'm going to set a bluff.
Yeah.
Like, maybe you'll pussy out, I don't know. But, like, now it's like, you could just banish swing.
Yeah.
I feel like you have to banish swing, because before was your line. Like, if you're not about it back then, why are you about it with a back row?
Yeah.
Like, I have a feeling he's just going to swing, though. Oh, alright.
Vanish.
Okay. Kaiku.
And just swing for the 2,000.
Yeah, I think that does it.
Alright.
What do you have? Heavy Storm.
To the Scapegoat.
Yeah. Night Assailant.
Oh, he drew the Night Assailant.
Oh, did he? Okay,
that was his last.
Yeah, that Balter really fucked him up.
Both games, man.
Yeah.
Balter getting in.
So that was a really well played game by both players. I really like how Crashful or Kyle really committed to the Balter. He's like, you know what, this worked last game. You saw weakness and was like, you know what, you better have it. I'm gonna make sure that there's not a lot of have it in your deck.
Yeah, just eliminating all the power spells. Just
yeah, like if you're gonna come back, it's gonna take a power spell or a chaos. I'm at least gonna take half of those away.
Yeah.
Marcelo did really not draw well. The cross out on the spy. That was
and then seeing him banish 3, like, oh man,
yeah,
that doesn't feel good.
And I didn't really go into it, but when we were debating about what to do there, the fact that the spies were gone, just Balter was it.
Yeah.
All right, that was a really exciting match, and that was a really quick match.
Yeah,
Usually these matches are either just hella fast because they both drew power spells and someone just kills somebody, or it just takes forever.
Yeah, it's a grind game. Yeah.
This was a really fast match with no power spells. Oh, I think he drew a pot.
Yeah.
But usually pot leads to more shit. Like pot leads to charity.
Or you're cycling your magician somehow, and
yeah. So I give a lot of credit to Kyle for balls of steel to discard that Suki like that. I don't know if I could have done that. You know, I'm like, I'll wait until I get like a mimic. You know, I'll chill. He's like, nah, fuck that. And then again, props to Marcelo for realizing that I'm not gonna get chaos on my thing, and I need to book this in the end phase. That was a good play.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. I think we have a couple more to do, so we'll see you then.
Ooh.